Hello everyone, my name is Noel Patonsu. I'm with Acumenor Smokeless Chimney. We want warm homes and clean air for everyone. I want to thank everyone for attending this meeting because I think clean technology is an important thing. My name is Noel Patonsu. I'm a certified fire investigator. I'm a certified fire investigation instructor. I'm an expert in fire and air quality. I've testified several times in court and qualified as an expert in the courts, in the U.S. court system. And I have a patent that I want to share with you. So I'm a fire expert. I can answer questions regarding fire and I can explain things. Every scientific methodology starts with the problem. If you can define the problem, you're well on your way to solving it. Wood stoves produce particulates. Particulates are a problem. They cloud the air. They make it so it's hard to see long distances. And the small particles called PM2.5 and PM10 are products of burning or smoke components of smoke. They behave like gases as they float in the air, but they are solid matter that floats within the air. They're a problem for humans because the particles are so small they bypass our human filtration system and go directly into our lungs and into our bloodstream. As humans, we do better the less PM2.5 that we breathe. Washington State has opacity limits for wood stoves. The way the law is written, it is you can have no more than 20% opacity for 6 consecutive minutes of any hour. How a homeowner wood stove user is going to understand that, I do not know. The other part of the problem is we have 14 million wood stoves in the US. The demographics show that the more money you make, the more likely you are to have a wood stove. Again, 14 million is a large number. Smokeless chimney. We have a US patent. It's called a utility patent. They tell me it's good for 25 years. The title of the patent is Measuring Opacity of Wood Stove Emissions and Controlling the Wood Stove Based on the Same. The technology we have, we can measure smoke opacity. This is what's called the Ringelmann scale. The Ringelmann scale was developed in 1888 and are ink blotches on a piece of paper. This is the current technology that the enforcement people use. We have thermoelectric generators. This is a rendering of the smoke measurement systems with a sensor on one side, a laser on the other. Here's a bench scale version. It's black, so it's hard to see, but we have sensor and laser, and if I power this up, it does work. And we have thermoelectric generators. These fins are for generating the power. So there'll be no wires running to this. It will operate by itself and it will beam its signal down to the controller. We're experts at measuring temperature measurement. We're also experts at measuring gases within the air, carbon dioxide, oxygen, carbon monoxide, volatile organic compounds, and we plan to measure these inside and outside the house. Aftermarket potential. Think about the auto industry. Think about a Ford Mustang. How many extra parts are there that you can buy for your Ford Mustang that didn't originate from the factory? I think that marketplace is viable for wood stoves. Our customers are 15% of the USA and 14 million wood stoves. That is a large market potential. These people are subject to burn bans, fines, and complaints of smoke from neighbors. Our system is low cost, DIY or service install, and we believe we're going to reduce insurance costs for wood stove users due to the increased safety that our system provides. We want to promote wood burning, and we'll do so with an educational series teaching people how to treat their wood, how to dry their wood, and how to process their ashes so that they don't catch the garbage can on fire. Wood is a renewable resource. I worked for Weyerhaeuser Company at one time, and Weyerhaeuser has tree farms. They grow trees, then they process those trees. So we believe that trees are carbon neutral. The process of wood burning is carbon neutral. We generally use a waste product. Wood fuel is also a network. I contact my friends and neighbors to find out where I can get some wood. And when the power goes out, the people who have wood stoves are nice and comfy. Stoichiometry. This is a scientific term. The easiest way to explain it is with an analogy. In the 80s, vehicles were carbureted. They did not have feedback emission control systems. You get into the 90s, then they had fuel injection, catalytic converters, they had oxygen sensors in the tailpipe, and they monitored all aspects of the engine. Sensors got less costly and they were more affordable and did better job in a vehicle. Even now, internal combustion engines are highly controlled by computers. The idea being that stoichiometry is a perfect ratio of fuel-air in a chemical reaction. And wood stoves generally burn rich. That's just their nature, is they're going to burn rich. And burning rich tends to produce a lot of particulate matter. Pellet stoves tend to burn extremely lean. They put a whole lot of air into them. I want to make wood stoves move from being rich into the stoichiometric range. That's the science I work under. Now, you have to understand that stoichiometry is a perfect world and a utopia of burning, and we will never actually get there, but the more times we try, the closer we get. Benefits and features. The wood stove has a certain set of problems, and our system is designed to address these problems by pushing the cold smoke out of the chimney, to reduce backflow into the house so it doesn't smell like a wood stove, to make sure the temperature of the wood stove doesn't go too high or too low, keeps it in the Goldilocks zone, and it tells the operator when the best time to put fuel in. These things are going to be easy to install, and it'll work on just about any wood stove, existing wood stoves, and it'll have magnets to attach it. You can easily take it off if you want, and we're going to give wood stove users peace of mind. This is a photograph of our manufacturing. In this building where I'm shooting this video, we have 3D printers, we have Fusion 360, we draw parts, they come out on the printer or they come out on the CNC machine. They're all made within this building. Certain parts have to be ordered from off-site, but I want to tell people that a mini factory does work to make these things. Here's a product of all this work, and this is a box that'll measure PM 2.5 and CO2 as well as temperature and humidity. It has a battery inside. Let's talk about how it works. Let's say we start the day at 55 degrees. Nice cold day. The house is 55 degrees in the morning. We want to get our wood stove up to temperature as quickly as possible. The reason for that is Washington state law says you have 20 minutes to get your stove up to operating temperature. So let's say that 250 is our point where it burns clean. So we want to get the temperature up to that point. Now this is where fans, this region right here is where fans help out quite a bit. Once the temperature gets to this point, we don't want it to go too much higher. At this point, we've used up the fuel within the wood stove, and we want to notify the operator that we need more wood before it drops down below this line. At the end of the day, all the volatiles are gone from the wood, and it's okay to have the temperature drop because the pyrolysis products are mostly gone and you're burning essentially carbon at this point. As a company, we have targets. I would like to have 100 to 500 units out in the field in the winter of 20 to 21. Our market potential is 1 to 10% of the 14 million wood stoves. Price of the bellows box. The bellows box itself will look like this. It'll have fan control hardware and software in it, and it will retail for $600 as a kit. And then I'll have a bare bones unit that will be a much simpler bare bones that will work. It's operating right now for $300 retail. The chimney system, I'm about a year out on that, and our goal is smoke reduction of 70 to 90% on any wood stove that we're attached to. I am looking for investors. My wife and I own 98% of the company. I'm selling shares at $2 per unit because we're an LLC in packages of $250 to $10,000, and I'm taking debt at 10%. I am easy to reach. I am Noel Patonsu. I'm the president and founder and patent holder. Acumenor DBA Smokeless Chimney. Feel free to contact me on my website, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube. Have a nice day.